what's bugging you.
Nothing is bugging me.
You're upset because Denise is not coming back.
I'm disappointed that Denise isn't coming back. I'm not happy that Jesse didn't make the tickets. But you know what bothers me the most? The fact that you keep following me around saying, I know what's bugging you. Stop it.
I've got it. You're afraid you're going to end up taking calculus with Dr. Ward.
Listen to me. Colonel Taylor's a problem for those who don't do their work. What I am afraid of is that this time, it's going to come back in style.
Well, maybe it hasn't hit you yet. We're sophomores. They tried to break us last year. It didn't work. The next 3 years are Fat City.
Last year was a party compared to what we're in for now. Trust me, brother, you better start taking yourself just a little more seriously.
Hello, Wiggly.
I trust we all had fruitful summers. Jaleesa, you look wonderful. What on earth you did to yourself?
Some things never change.
Letty, here's my roommate arrived yet.
A couple of hours ago.
Oh, good. Freshmen, I love them so. They're like little eager beavers.
I can't believe what I'm hearing.
For your information, Letty and I have discussed it. And as Letty so eloquently put it, the child is a diamond in the rough who can be buffed with the experience of living with me.
I wasn't that eloquent.
Perhaps not, but very persuasive.
Maybe some things do change.
The girl won't last a month in my room. Just put the bags on my bed.
Which one is your bed?
The one by the window.
Want to bet?
My trip from Richmond was not a pleasant one, so please just put the bag. Hi there.
Hi, Whitley.
That's me.
I'm Kim Reese. I'm your roommate.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you, Kimberly. These are my friends, Ronald Johnson and Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne Wade. Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Good luck.
Good luck. What do you mean by that?
I'm sure he meant good luck here at Hillman, Kimberly.
And please, please call me Kim. Kimberly gets on my last nerve.
Well, Kim, you certainly have made yourself at home in my room.
Don't you mean our room?
Of course I meant that.
So, I hear you're from Richmond. I have a cousin that lives in the Lincoln Heights area. Do you know it?
I know of it. But enough about me. Let's talk about you. Where you're from, why you chose Hillman, why you chose this bed.
Columbus, Ohio, because my brother went here and because this bed is close to the window.
Kim, dear, there's probably no way for you to have known this, but last year, this was my bed.
Sorry. First come, first serve.
I see. So, what do your parents do?
My mom's a bookkeeper and my dad's a policeman.
A policeman? Isn't that nice? I just love Hill Street Blues. Yeah?
Me too.
Well, see, right away we got something in common.
Well, I always thought that Michael Warren was so sexy. I mean, if I ever get in trouble, I want that man to be my arresting officer.
Kimberly, I want my bed!
What is it with you and this bed? Did something important happen in here?
Certainly not. It just so happens that this is a family tradition. My mother slept on this bed. My mother's mother, my Aunt Francine, and my cousin Alicia.
You can have the bed.
Thank you. I would have gotten here a lot sooner, but traffic was bumper. What is that?
It's a chart. Has all the muscles and organs.
Well, must we put it up in our room?
Well, I'm pre-med. I mean, if I'm gonna cut them up, I've got to look at them.
Well, Kim, with all due respect to your career, I'm not gonna wake up every morning looking at that man's spleen.
You are if you're gonna be sleeping in that bed.
Lisa, I just met him.
Him who?
He's smart. He looks sort of like a jazz musician, progressive, maybe even fusion. Even his name sounds like music. Dwayne Wayne. I was sitting in the lobby and he comes up to me and he says, "You got a lot of books. You could use some help."
Yeah, well, he was half right.
I said no, thank you. And then just as I was about to leave, he looks at my shirt and he says, Santa Fe. That's the capital of New Mexico. He knew his state capitals. That blew me away.
Well, I can see how it would.
And it's probably way out of my league. I bet every girl on this campus is chasing him.
Yeah, but not for the reasons that you think. Freddie, I realize that you and Dwayne have known each other for at least 10 minutes. But don't you think you're getting just a little bit carried away?
Yeah, you're right. I am being immature and impulsive.
No, just totally irrational.
Jaleesa, you're not saying these things because you got a thing for Dwayne.
And crazy.
Gilbert.
Is that your special name for me?
We'll call everybody by their last name.
I see. Well, I've been thinking about our little flap over your anatomical man, and perhaps I was a bit hasty when I ripped it down.
That's all right. I saved most of his important parts.
Well, I have what I feel to be the perfect solution.
What's that?
We can post them up on the back of the bedroom door.
Under your robe.
And your nightgown. At least he'll be warm.
I've got an even more perfect solution. Why don't we leave him naked and cold on the wall?
But, dear, that's where he is now.
I know. You want to fry?
Thank you.
See you, Gilbert.
My name is Whitley. Kimberly.
This is so exciting. I've never been in a real college hangout before. Jaleesa, do I look collegiate?
What?
I mean, if you saw me standing on a street corner, would you say there goes somebody collegiate?
If you were standing next to a college.
Have you seen Jaleesa's new roommate? That freshman is fresh.
She's all right.
All right, she is fine. And she's looking over here.
And I suppose she's looking at you. It's possible. A herd of buffaloes could come through that door. That's possible.
Well, I think it's time for a little freshman orientation. Watch out for those herding buffaloes.
Brother, your tombstone will read, never had a clue.
Excuse me. The name is Johnson. Ron Johnson. And your name?
Brooks. Freddie Brooks.
Freddie. That's lovely. That's my dad's name.
Well, I think we're all safe. We're all safe.
Freddie, I'm a member of the freshman orientation committee. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me.
Hi, Dwayne.
Hi, Freddie.
I love your glasses.
Thank you.
Are you far-sighted or nearsighted?
Farsighted.
Oh, thank you.
Dwayne, over your right shoulder, 12 o'clock. Dr. War.
Dr. War? I don't remember seeing that name in the course catalog.
That's because the man's name is Colonel Taylor. Some people like to call him Dr. War, people who major in indoor-outdoor breathing.
Everybody calls him Dr. War, a.k.a. student enemy #1. The man that Dwayne is not afraid of.
Why don't you find another drum to beat? Calculus is calculus, no matter who's teaching.
Oh, is that so?
That's so.
Then why don't you just walk over to Dr. War and say, "Excuse me, sir, I'd like to enlist in your class."
For your information, I could go over there right now.
Oh, you could?
Yeah.
Then go. Forward march.
For you, I will.
I'm glad. I'll watch.
Watch. Excuse me, Colonel Taylor. You teach calculus, right?
I do.
Good. I was wondering if I could, if I could borrow your ketchup. Can I borrow your ketchup?
Bomber ketchup.
Thanks.
Tonight at 8.
I'd like to welcome you to McLurkin Hall. My name is Walter Oakes. I'll be your dorm director and your friend. And if you break any of the rules, I'll kill you. I don't mind doing the time. You make me look bad in any way, shape, or form, I'll kill you. Don't get me wrong. If I have to put on a suit and tie to get any of you out of trouble, I'll be more than happy to do that. And then when I get you back here, I'll kill all of y'all. And there'll be no witnesses, because I will dispose of the bodies. Any questions? Good. Let's have a great year. Cleared the room in 7.6 seconds. A new world record.
Walter, old buddy, old pal, old friend, old
Are you in
chum.
trouble again?
No, I just have a little favor to ask you.
It's gonna cost me some money.
No. I have to take Calculus 112 this semester. Now, there are 2 sections. One taught by Professor Combs, the other taught by Colonel Taylor.
Sounds free so far.
Yeah, well, you're working registration, right? So it would be really nice if you could just hold a slide to Combs for me.
I can handle that.
Hey, Walter, you the man. What I always say.
Now, of course, I'm gonna have to have a reason why you're requesting Professor Combs.
A reason? You think of something?
Think again, blood. Now, what's your problem with this guy? You don't like skinny dude in a uniform?
Walter, I'm afraid of this guy.
Oh, look, I've heard the stories. I know this man's rep, but that's all it is, a rep. You have a rep. People think you're goofy. But when they get to know you, they realize you're one of the best students in this school. And last year, you were the man.
Walter, that was last year, man. When I was a kid, people said, Dwayne is so talented, he should play an instrument. So my mom bought me a clarinet. I don't know how to play the clarinet. I sat in the back of the band, held it to my lips, and puffed out my cheeks. Now people are saying, Dwayne, you're so smart. You should be an engineer. I want to be an engineer, Walter. But I just feel like Dr. War is going to be the guy who finds out that I'm just sitting in the back, puffing out my cheeks.
I'll see what I can do.
Walter, I could kiss you.
And if you do, I'll kill you.
Ooh, laddie, what a lovely sculpture. May I speak to you while you sculpt?
Of course.
It's about my roommate, Kimberly.
Is there a problem?
Oh, heavens no. She's like the little sister I never had. I just have one concern about the arrangement.
Oh?
Well, and I say this with complete humility, she worships the ground I walk on. I don't think she's ever met anyone quite like me.
I'm quite certain of that.
I've taken a few psychology courses, and I've learned that when a strong, dominant personality comes in contact with a weaker, more timid one, the strong personality will crush the weaker one.
And you see that happening?
Most emphatically.
I tell you what, I'll keep a close eye on the situation. And if after a while I see a problem, I promise to make a change.
How long of a while?
Well, at least a few months. I've taken a few psych courses myself. It's never a good idea to make a rushed diagnosis. But, I'm sure you knew that.
Most emphatically.
Evening.
Evening. Colonel, I don't know if you remember me.
Oh, Walter Oakes. R.D. McLurkenhall, graduate student. Work out much?
Well, try to get here about 3 times a week.
Well, I've never seen you in here before.
Well, like I said, I try.
Hard to believe. Less than 12 hours. This old gymnasium is going to be filled with bright students who's going to do everything in the world to avoid me. Well, that's when they're most creative.
Well, sir, that's actually what I came here to talk to you about. I don't know if you're familiar with a student by the name of Dwayne Wayne.
Oh, yeah, sophomore, math major. Wears those funny-looking flip-down sunglasses. Drives you crazy, huh?
You are on your game tonight, sir.
Thanks. And I suppose that Mr. Wayne has offered you, what, his firstborn, if you could help him to avoid me, right?
Well, he offered to kiss me.
Oh, boy.
Colonel, Dwayne is scared of you. I've never seen him this afraid before. That's why you have to make sure he gets in your class.
Why is that?
See, Dwayne is smart, but things come real easy for him. And when he thinks he might not do well at something, well, he's afraid to try. So I figure if he has to go toe-to-toe with the baddest teacher on campus and he can hold his own, there's no telling how far he might go.
And you think he can hold his own?
I know he can.
Well, consider it done.
Thank you, sir.
So, what did you decide on?
I've narrowed it down to Introduction to the Novel, Modern European History, Afro-American Literature, French Eastern Philosophy, and Statistics.
Freddie, do you plan to graduate next week? Maybe it's a bit much.
Oh, before I forget, you got a message. Eric called.
Thanks.
Who's Eric?
Good night, Freddie.
Good night.
I bet Eric, whoever he is, isn't sleeping. He's probably at home alone, looking at your picture.
I met him where I worked this summer.
Was it love at first sight?
Well, it was for him. I thought he was too young. But after a few weeks, a couple of lunches, and several tons of flowers, he stopped looking so young and started looking kind of good.
And he was hot girl, detail.
Go to sleep, Freddie.
Hold up. The man of the hour, the man of the year, the man of the century.
Dwayne, just put the butter away.
You speak those magic words. Tell me you took care of it.
I did the best I could do.
Good morning.
Because of you, I live, Walter.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning there, Walter. Good morning. Good morning. How are we doing here? Ah, Mr. Wayne, good morning.
Colonel Ward, Dr. Taylor,
Mr. Wayne, may I speak with you for a moment? Come on.
Actually, sir, I'm right in line for registration right now. Save my place for me, will you?
Mr. Wayne, I've been going over your transcripts from last year, and I must admit, very impressive.
Well, sir, I got lucky last year.
Is that what you believe it is? Because I think it's because you have an excellent mind. The kind of mind I'd love to challenge in my classroom.
Well, I'm flattered, sir. But I believe Professor Combs will be challenging my mind this semester.
Is that what you believe? Let me pose a little math problem for you. Train leaves New York, 8 a.m., traveling south, 85 miles per hour. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Another train leaves Virginia, traveling north, same track, 10 a.m., at 95 miles an hour. Now, what time and in what place do these two trains eventually collide?
Well, sir, distance equals rate of speed times time.
That's right.
So if the train from New York was traveling at 85 miles per hour?
5 miles.
Let me get a pen. I can figure this out.
Don't bother, I will give you the answer. 8 a.m. Monday, my classroom.
Oh, sir, I believe they would come together somewhere around Delaware.
Mr. Wayne. Mr. Wayne, you are a math major. And I, Dr. War, am vice chairman of the math department. Now, I calculate that there is a 96% probability that our two trains will eventually collide. Where and when is up to you. Think it over.
Yes? Calculus 112, please.
Combs or Taylor?
Taylor. Put it quick before I change my mind.
Well?
Ron, if a train ever leaves from New York and one from Virginia, take a bus.